Have a nice day. Cambridge O-Level Physics 505411. Number 1. A length of copper wire is labeled length 0.50 meter and diameter 0.50 millimeter. Which instruments are most suitable to measure accurately the length and the diameter? So here length 0.5 meter, so you have to need meter scale. So any one of these two meter scale. And diameter 0.50 millimeter, so you need here micrometer. So first meter rule and micrometer, so these answer the correct. Next, number 2, a driver drives a car at a uniform velocity along a road. The driver sees a hazard and applies the brakes. What is the car's motion as it moves through the thinking distance? And it moves through the braking distance. So thinking distance, acceleration or deceleration is 0. So here uniform velocity, C and D. But the braking distance, deceleration. So uniform velocity and deceleration. So answer C is correct. The diagram represents the moon in the orbit around the earth. Which arrow represents the direction of the resultant force acting on the moon at the instant shown? So earth and moon. Here 3 dimension, 4 point A, B, C and D. Here only centrifugal force is applied on the earth. So A answer is correct. The mass of M of an object is related to its weight W and the gravitational field's strength G. Which equation shows the relationships? Here weight. We know that weight W equal mg. So W equal mg. So here m not correct, m. So m equal W divided by G. So B is correct. Next, a plastic cube of density rho is compressed so that each of its sides become 1/2 of its original length. What is the new density of the metal of the cube? Here the cubic each sides of become 1/2 of its, so 1/2 of its, but the mass is unchanged. So the volume will be 1/8 the original volume. So the density will be m v. New density here, so new density rho will be the 8 times of previous density. So says D is the correct answer. 4 glass objects have square base of equal area. Which object is the least stable? So top to bottom, where bottom square is small, but the top surface is larger, that is will be unstable. So here C is the correct answer. The 7. The initial pressure of a volume V1 of a fixed mass of glass is rho 1. The gas expands at a constant temperature until it has volume V2 and pressure rho 2. Which statement about the pressure and volume of the gas is not correct? So, pressure P, force per unit area. So the unit of force is equal Newton and the area unit of meter square. So pressure measured in Newton per meter cube. So this result is not correct. A stone falls at terminal velocity in air. What is equal to the change in gravitational potential energy of the stone? So when the velocity will be constant due to the resistance of air, so the energy converted in thermal energy. So D answer is correct. Water in a river is used to turn a turbine as the water flows downstream. How is the type of power sources described? So a turbine as the water flows downstream, here hydroelectric, tidal, geothermal, nuclear. Here the answer will be hydroelectric. A load is pulled by a rope attached to a motor. The resultant force exerted by the rope on the load is shown in the diagrams. In S diagram, the load moves in the direction of the force shown and takes 10 seconds to travel 1 meter. In which diagram does the motor work with the greatest power? So here the larger resultant force 8 Newton, 4 Newton, 10 Newton, 12 Newton. So the work done is, or power is involved in force and other quantities are constant. So here greatest force 12 Newton. A is the correct answer. 11. The total energy incident in 1 second on a group of solar panel in 120 joule per meter square. The group of solar panel convert 720 of light energy to 120 joule of useful electrical energy in 1 second. What is the total surface area of the panels and what is the efficiency of the system? So efficiency 120 divided by 720. Here six. So the correct answer 100 divided by 6, 17. So any one of this, and the Total surface area 6 multiplication of 1. So result 1 is A is correct. 1000 watt and 240 volt electrical device is switched on. How much energy close it use in 5 minutes? So energy here W VIT or PT. (1000 watt) 5 minutes. So 60 multiplication 5 into 1000 equal 3000. Answer D. A building has walls made from wood and steel. What distance the way in which thermal energy is transferred through the walls? Conduction through the wood by movement of molecules through the wood only. Conduction through the metal by both the vibration of plastic and movement of electrons through the steel. Conduction through the wood by both the vibration and movement of molecules through the wood. Convention through the metal by movement of electrons through the steel only. Answer B. A liquid column in a liquid in glass thermometer is 2 cm at 0 degree Celsius. The column expands by 10 cm when heated 100 degree Celsius. Measuring from P, how long is the liquid column at 30 degree Celsius? So 10, 100 for 30 degree, 100, 10 for 30, 3 centimeters, initial 2 centimeters, 5 cm. So answer C. In many applications, a thermocouple is used to measure temperature instead of liquid in glass thermometer. Which property of a thermocouple is a major advantage? Its greater heat capacity, its smaller temperature range, its quick response time, it has non-linear output. Its quick response time, a thermocouple is used to measure temperature. A liquid in glass thermometer consists of a valve containing a liquid which is expunged into a thin capillary tube. Valve, capillary tube. The liquid in the thermometer is replaced by the same volume of a different liquid that expands more for the same temperature rise. The length of the capillary tube remains the same. How does the new thermometer compares with the old thermometer? It has greater sensitivity and a greater range. It has greater sensitivity but a smaller range. It has the same sensitivity and same range. So it has the greater sensitivity but a smaller range. What is the usual symbol and what is the unit for the heat capacity of an object? So heat capacity total heat ms L theta. Here the heat capacity is only per unit. So mass. Joule per degree Celsius. Heat capacity. Which row describe the arrangement of particles and the force between particles in a solid? So solid is a regular shape and the force between particles is too much strong. So regular shape and strong. So here the first column regular and second column strong. So a wave in the sea collides with a cliff. A crest of the wave hits the cliff once every 6 seconds. The horizontal distance between a crest and the adjacent through of the wave is 4.5 meter. What is the speed of the wave? So here the crest of the wave total distance (4.5 plus 4.5) and the time 6 seconds. So the velocity 9 meter per 6 second equal 1.5 meter per second. A sound wave refracts as it passes from air of the water. Which quantity changes? Here the water and the air different media, but velocity will be changed. So frequency remain constant, but speed and wavelength must be changed. So answer B. An object is viewed through a thin converging lens. The diagram shows the paths of two rays from the top of the object to an eye. Thin converging lens, so the extent rays are coincident the outside of the lens. Here the in front of the lens, so this image will be large and upright. A ray of white light enters a prism as shown. White light here. For the first medium, at first dispersion, that all the colors will be refracted. Then the second medium, lens to air, the visible color red and blue, etc. So here at first dispersion and refraction, and the wavelength red light and blue light. So red light wavelength is smaller than blue light. So here C will be correct answer. Which waves are not part of the electromagnetic spectrum? So electromagnetic waves, except sound waves, here radio waves is one kind of television signal, ultrasound and ultraviolet. So ultrasound is produced by the sound, so it is and non-electromagnetic spectrum.